بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم والفجر وليال عشر والشفع والوتر والليل إذا يسر هل في ذلك قسم لذي حجر ألم تر كيف فعل ربك بعاد إرم ذات العماد التي لم يخلق مثلها في البلاد وثمود الذين جابوا الصخر بالواد وفرعون ذي الأوتاد الذين طغوا في البلاد فأكثروا فيها الفساد فصب عليهم ربك سوط عذاب إن ربك لبالمرصاد فأما الإنسان إذا ما ابتلاه ربه فأكرمه ونعمه فيقول ربي أكرمن وأما إذا ما ابتلاه فقدر عليه رزقه فيقول ربي أهانن كلا بل لا تكرمون اليتيم ولا تحاضون على طعام المسكين وتأكلون التراث أكلا لما وتحبون المال حبا جما كلا إذا دكت الأرض دكا دكا وجاء ربك والملك صفا صفا وجيء يومئذ بجهنم يومئذ يتذكر الإنسان وأنى له الذكرى يقول يا ليتني قدمت لحياتي فيومئذ لا يعذب عذابه أحد ولا يوثق وثاقه أحد يا أيتها النفس المطمئنة ارجعي إلى ربك راضية مرضية فادخلي في عبادي وادخلي جنتي صدق الله العلي العظيم.
اللهم صل على محمد.
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. With a heavy heart, I will share the tragic story of the martyrdom of Al-Abbas, son of Amir al-Mu'mineen, Ali bin Abi Talib, alayhi salam. He was born in the year 26 Hijri, and his exalted mother is al-Baneen Fatima, sallallahu alayha, daughter of Hizam bin Khalid. Imam Ali alayhi salam had said to his brother Aqil, who was an authority regarding the lineage and characteristics of Arabs, to select a wife for him who would bring valiant sons, warriors who would fight along Imam Hussein alayhi salam in Karbala. Al-Abbas alayhi salam was 34 years old at the time of his martyrdom and was known for his bravery. It is said that when he was mounted on the horse, his feet would touch the ground. It has been narrated by Imam al-Sadiq alayhi salam, my uncle Abbas, blessed with a profound insight and firm belief, waged crusade in Imam al-Hussein's company and fought valiantly until martyrdom. Imam al-Sajjad alayhi salam had said, "May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bless my uncle Abbas alayhi salam. He offered himself for his brother Hussein alayhi salam, fought valiantly until his two hands were cut off. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala had bestowed upon him, like Ja'far al-Tayyar, 2 wings in order to fly with divine angels." On the day of Ashura of the year 61 Hijri, when Al-Abbas alayhi salam noticed the loneliness of his brother and the martyrdom of his companions and household, he advanced toward his brother and asked for permission to fight. The Imam did not permit him, and he said with a sad tone, "Abbas, you are the captain of my army and you are my flag bearer. Without you I have no army." Al-Abbas alayhi salam insisted on the permission and said, "I can no longer stand it. I want to take revenge upon those hypocrites." The Imam gave permission to his brother to fight against the enemies, but the Imam asked Al-Abbas alayhi salam first to try to get water for the haram and children who were gravely thirsty. The water of the Furat river has been sealed off from the caravan. Al-Abbas directed towards the Umayyad army. He directed his speech to the commander, Umar ibn Sa'd. "This is Al-Hussein, son of the daughter of Rasulullah. You have killed his companions and household. These are now his children and haram. They are thirsty and I asked you to give them water." None from the Umayyad army could answer Al-Abbas alayhi salam except Shimr, who said to him, "Son of Abu Turab, even if all the earth was filled with water, I would not allow you a drop of it unless you swear allegiance to Yazid." Meanwhile, Al-Abbas alayhi salam heard the cries of the children because of thirst and saw the change in their faces and the dryness of their lips. Therefore, he decided to fetch water for them. He rode his horse, took a water skin with him, and rode toward the Euphrates River. The Umayyad troops fled, and he alone occupied the banks of the river. His heart was as hot as fire because of thirst, but when he extended his hands to the water and tried to drink, he remembered the thirst of his brother, as well as his children and haram. Hence he threw away the water from his hand and said, "My soul, you must be preceded by Al-Hussein, and you must not continue to exist after him. Al-Hussein is about to drink from cups of death, while you want to drink from this cold water. No, by Allah, this is not my religion." Then Al-Abbas filled the skin carrier he had with him with water and took it on the way back to his brother's camp. In the meantime, the enemy surrounded him from every side and tried to prevent him from taking that water to his brother's camp. Al-Abbas spared no efforts in fighting against them and caused them big losses. The enemies were fleeing away from Al-Abbas, who was like his father in courageous situations. However, one of the filthy hypocrites of Kufa waylaid him behind a date palm tree, striking him from the back of his right hand and cut it. Nevertheless, Al-Abbas, the hero, did not care for so when he held the water skin in his left hand and went on saying, "By Allah, if you cut my right hand, I'll keep on defending my religion." And that true-tongued Imam, who is the son of the pure Prophet. This same attack soon comes upon his left arm, separating it from his body, and despite this, he continues towards the tents. He took the water skin between his teeth and the flag against his chest. An arrow shot towards his chest, piercing the water skin. As this happens, another arrow pierces him in the eye. Unable to see, he feels the water fall from the water skin. His heart sinks and he's unable to return to the camps. Without the water he had promised, he cannot return to their cries after promising to quench their thirst. A few moments later, another man attacked him with an iron post and struck him on the head. From childhood until this tragic day, Al-Abbas ﷺ never called his brother outside of his titles. He referred to him only by Ya Mawla or Ya Imam. He never called him my brother. Until the moment an iron rod was brought down upon his head. At that moment he fell from his horse. He called out, "My salams to you, Ya Akhi, my brother." As Abbas fell to the ground, there was still in his eye, and with no arms to stop his fall. As the Imam heard these farewell words, he rushed towards the river Al-Qami, where Al-Abbas ﷺ fell. He pushed himself through the troops of the enemies and threw himself on the body of his brother. Imam al-Hussein wailed, "My back is now broken, and I have lost everything, and my enemies are rejoicing at my misfortune." The Imam went back towards the camp. While he was wiping off his tears, his daughter Sukaina received him with the question, "Where is my uncle Al-Abbas?" Here the Imam wept and told her about her uncle's martyrdom. The daughter had nothing to do other than moan aloud. The situation was more difficult for Zainab, who put her hand on her heart and shouted aloud, "O brother Al-Abbas, we have certainly lost everything as we lost you." It was surely grave misfortune for Imam al-Hussein in the Prophet's harem, whose cries and moaning for their guardian and protector filled that place. Inna lillahi wa inna ilayhi raji'un. My prayers have simply become my love for you, my Hussein. It's deep in my heart. This song I will sing every day and night until with your name this earth I depart. Until with your name this earth I depart. Angels sing it loud, Hussein, Ya Hussein. And day and night we say, Hussein, Ya Hussein. Raise your hand and say, Ya Hussein. Everybody say, Ya Hussein. Everybody say, Ya Hussein. Everybody say, Ya Hussein. What is it with the world? Sadness everywhere. Muharram is here, Muharram is there. Strengthen us, O Lord, so that we shall bear. Back to school we go and learn how to dare. Back to school we go and learn how to dare. Teacher is Hussein, Hussein, Ya Hussein. Master is Hussein, Ya Hussein. Lover is Hussein, Ya Hussein. Beloved Hussein, Hussein, Ya Hussein. Everybody say Hussein, Ya Hussein. Everybody say Hussein, Ya Hussein. Everywhere the enemies of faith and peace, hounding the core of peace, why don't they cease? Hounding the core of peace, why don't they cease? All the good comes face to face with evil on earth. God with his great sacrifice brings victory's birth. God with his great sacrifice brings victory's birth. Angels sing out loud, Hussein, Ya Hussein. Day and night we say, Hussein, Ya Hussein. Raise your hand and say, Hussein, Ya Hussein. Everybody say Hussein, Ya Hussein. Everybody say Hussein, Ya Hussein. Everybody say Hussein, Ya Hussein. My prayers have simply become my love for you, my Hussein. It's deep in my heart. This song I will sing every day and night until with your name this earth I depart. Until with your name this earth I depart. Angels sing out loud, Hussein, Ya Hussein. Louder day and night we say, Hussein, Ya Hussein. Raise your hand and say, Hussein, Ya Hussein. Everybody say, Hussein, Ya Hussein. Everybody say, Hussein, Ya Hussein. What is it with the world? Sadness everywhere. Muharram is here, Muharram is there. Strengthen us, O Lord, so that we shall bear. Back to school we go and learn how to dare. Back to school we go and learn how to dare. Teacher is Hussein, Hussein, Ya Hussein. Louder, master is Hussein, Hussein, Ya Hussein. Lover is Hussein, Hussein, Ya Hussein. Beloved Hussein, Hussein, Ya Hussein. Everybody say Hussein, Ya Hussein. Everybody say Hussein, Ya Hussein. Everywhere the enemies of faith and peace, hounding the core of peace, why don't they cease? Hounding the core of peace, why don't they cease? Or the good come face to face with evil on earth. God with his great sacrifice brings victory's birth. God with his great sacrifice brings victory's birth. Angels sing out loud, Hussein, Ya Hussein. Day and night we say, Hussein, Ya Hussein. Louder, raise your hand and say, Hussein, Ya Hussein. Everybody say, Hussein, Ya Hussein. Everybody say, Hussein, Ya Hussein. Everybody say, Hussein, Ya Hussein. Angels sing out loud, Hussein, Ya Hussein. Day and night we say, Hussein, Ya Hussein. Louder, raise your hand and say, Ya Hussein, Ya Hussein. Everybody say, Hussein, Ya Hussein. Everybody say, Hussein, Ya Hussein. Salawat.
Take this.
Sadaqah. Rahim. Rahim. أنا قرأت آية سورة بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. أنا قرأت قبل هاي. إنا أعطيناك الكوثر فصل لربك وانحر إن شانئك هو الأبتر.
اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد. أحسنت ما شاء الله.